Time is your most valuable possession, and yet it is the most neglected one. So, in this video, let's talk about this. We're going to break this up into two parts. First, being timelines, right? So, I want you to first let go of this timeline structure. We often feel behind in certain situations because other people are achieving things at a faster rate, at a different rate than we are. And the reality of the situation is we are all on our own timelines. Even someone that quote unquote has it all together based off of the way society says things should be done, once they got it together, they can easily shift and decide to do something completely different. Or start over and start an entire new journey. Your life is fluid, time is fluid. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, instead of thinking about timelines, think about what am I doing with my time. I think that is so much more important than a timeline. I think we would be a much happier society if we put more value on what we were doing with our time than time itself. Let me give you some examples on what I mean by that. Let's say we have two people and we're looking at the past 5 years of their lives, okay? One person could have, got a college degree, met the love of their life, got married, had some kids, bought a house, and started doing some volunteer work, okay? That's their 5 years. That's a great 5 years. That's a lot to be happy and proud about. You went to school, you got this degree, you fell in love, you're giving back to your community, you're producing now, you're growing minds of youth, you've built this beautiful home. That's a lot in 5 years. I mean, kudos to you, right? You look at this person over here, and maybe they spent their 5 years traveling the world, learning several languages, running a foster care system for pets in their home, doing activist work in their community, and maybe they spent a little bit of time learning a new skill and building a craft. That's also an awesome 5 years. You traveled, you got to do experiences, you learned a language, which is a highly valuable skill. You've learned other skills, you opened your home to animals in need. That's amazing. The thing is, this person could look at this life and be like, This person could look at this life and be like, but that doesn't matter. What the importance is that they're happy with their lives. They're happy with the way that they spent their time. So when you're looking at your life, what are you doing with the time that you have? And the more importantly is, what things are you doing right now that is wasting your time? Because again, if you're looking at value, and I'm telling you time is valuable, if it's valuable, you don't want to waste it. You don't want to waste your money because you find that valuable. That's why when you're going to the store and you're weighing your pros and cons, because you don't want to waste your money, because money is valuable to you. You can see what you had to go through to get that money, how much time you had to spend to earn the money to then use it wisely. So really it goes back into your time. That is value. So when you're thinking about how high value that is, you don't want to be doing things that are wasting your time. Yet so many of us do things that completely waste our time. And that's what we need to get out of. So what does that look like? Well, that means aligning yourself with jobs, with people, with activities that foster growth in the way that you want to see it. It means that the things that you want for your life and the things that you are doing for your life are aligned with one another. Because then everything you're doing is a benefit to your time and not a waste of your time. Break this down even further. Let's say you're in a relationship and you know what you want. And that's another thing. You have to get clear on what it is you want for your life. That is so important, because when you don't know, people are just going to pull you in whatever direction. But when you have a clear vision for your life, you can say no to everything that isn't that, right? But let's say you have that clear vision on your life, and then you're with someone, and what that vision looks like is you want to travel around with your person. You want to build a very in-depth emotional connection. You want to eventually merge homes so you can save money, right, under one roof and grow economically. You want to help each other pursue your personal and financial goals together. You want to eventually get married. That's your plan. That's your vision, right? And then you're with someone who isn't helping you foster that. So now here you are 6 or 7 years down the road, and you're looking at this person, you're just like, all the things that I wanted in my life, I'm not getting in this relationship. What am I doing? So then if you leave it or it leaves you, you're not upset because you spent so much time with this person. You're upset because you wasted your time with this person. That's what you're mad about. And with good reason, because that's true. You're not upset because you had someone here with you when whatever experiences that you did have, whether or not it was aligned with your goals, you had them. You're not regretful of that. What you're regretful of is the time you spent with this person when you could have been with someone else that aligned with your vision. You get what I'm saying? So it's the waste of time that you're upset about. Let's go professionally. You're in a job, you want to climb corporate ladder. You want to be CEO, you want to be making 6 figures, but then you're in this job where there's no chance of advancement. You're not making enough money to support yourself currently or your financial goals. You look into your future, or you look into your past. 8 years have gone by, you're still in this dead end job. You've gotten nowhere. You're mad because your time was wasted. So if it's a dead end, dead it. Today. You have no more time to waste. Those are the things we need to get clear on. Valuing our time, aligning ourselves with things that are worth our time, and deading the things that are a dead end. So if you got nothing from this video, take that slogan. If it's a dead end, dead it. Right now, today. Now, personal testimonies are a way of allowing ourselves to be connected with other people around the world. So in the comments, if you feel comfortable, definitely share some stories where maybe you felt like your time was being wasted, or you weren't aligning with things that were worth your time, so that we can all kind of, let that out and grow from that experience. Other than that, that's all I got for this video. Short, sweet, and to the point. I hope you found this useful. I hope that you save it and revisit it, because it's so often to forget how valuable our time is. So when you need that reminder, this video will be here for you. The knowledge we gain is powerful, but it's the knowledge we share that makes a difference. So please share this video with someone that you know needs to hear it. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Give me that beautiful, beautiful thumbs up. That was closer than I thought. My apologies. I greatly appreciate that. And I will catch you in my next video. As always, don't forget to crush it.